This is the Esports World Cup 2025, and it just got bigger. Over 2,000 players from more than 200 clubs will battle it out in the ultimate test of skill, strategy, and endurance. With a life-changing prize pool of over $70 million on the line, the stakes have never been higher.
But only one victor into the grand finals.
The prize money will be distributed across the main event, MVP awards, and the qualifiers. And on top of that, an additional $25 million is up for grabs in the cross-game competition, Club Championship. The week of July 7th, the action kicks off with 7 weeks of intense competition. The world's top esports clubs will go head-to-head across 24 of the biggest games in esports.
Oh, it's Savage into Leona, but that's amazing!
Every match, every moment, every play brings us closer to one question. Who will rise above the rest?
They will march on to the semifinals.
Every club will be looking to challenge the 2024 title holders, Team Falcons.
Club champions.
At the end, the club champions will be crowned.
Reign supreme for the Esports World Cup.
Here's what it takes to come out on top. Each club can compete in all 25 tournaments to earn points and climb the club championship leaderboard. The more points a club accumulates by the end of the tournament, the higher its ranking. The club with the most points wins the EWC and is crowned the best esports club in the world, taking home $5 million. But this isn't just a competition. The Esports World Cup will transform Riyadh into the largest gaming festival ever. Esports fandom meets gaming culture, offering visitors immersive experiences across more than 50,000 square meters. This will be a true celebration of everything that makes gaming great. The world will be watching. Be there. Witness the action. See you in Riyadh.
Hello and welcome everyone to Headstomper 2025 in collaboration with Malmö Games Week. We are coming to you live here from Malmö, Sweden. I'm of course Nicholas Magintention Taylor and I'm joined here by Homeborn. How are you doing, man?
I am doing so fantastic. Headstomper is a joy to be at.
I love it.
It is so good.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of Headstomper,
yes,
you might have something here, you know, a bit of an iconic Headstomper treat, the free ice cream, you know, don't miss out. Make sure to register for next year when registration becomes available. So, Headstomper, we are gonna be jumping into Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, top 16.
And what a top 16 it is. It is insanity on so many levels. Not only is the players' level insanely high, not only have they had some of the most arduous journeys through pools, it is players from like 6 different games.
Yeah, and it's players from 4 different continents.
Yeah.
I want to say. It's like we have South America, we have North America, we have Europe, and we have Asia, of course.
Yeah.
So actually, we're getting right into it here. The hometown hero Leffen, who actually beat Score earlier.
Yes,
that was crazy.
Yeah, and that's just the story of this top 16. It's nothing but like when you're nearing the peak of like top 32, it was just nothing but upsets after upsets after upsets.
Yeah, exactly. It's such a stacked bracket because you know, we have the Esports World Cup qualification spot here, which everyone is after, and of course the SNK World Championship qualification as well. And what a start there from Dai, an amazing whiff punish, getting the wild punish and full corner carry on this.
Yeah, absolutely. Hokuto Maru is one of those characters that is not only slippery, but also incredibly annoying to deal with. A lot of weird angles of attack.
Definitely. But the thing is, the upset we were talking about earlier from Leffen was against one of the best Hokutomaru players. So it'll be interesting to see how Dai changes his approach from what score was unsuccessful against Leffen. And now we are seeing Leffen start up the patented Never mind!
Yeah.
Just throw it out!
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
him!
Yeah, I love Leffen's character choice here. Kain, the game's residential zoner. One of the best at just contesting space on the screen with enormous special moves and just the ability to suffocate you in pressure.
Absolutely. Like, he is absolutely a zoner, but he's a zoner that jumps in your face. Like, he's a very oppressive character with zoning capabilities. And Leffen uses it. Leffen really likes going aggressive.
Yeah,
and that's what we're seeing.
And I love the way that he's using the orb right now to force a guessing game on Dai. And yeah, this is what Kain does. He wins the neutral by doing a huge move in the mid-screen section and just carries you all the way to the corner and forcing you to guess afterwards.
Yeah, and now we have one apiece on the rounds, but it does feel like Leffen is going in with the momentum since he just wants... Oh yeah, like that round start, come on. Like, this is gonna be so hard. And he gets him once again with the super, but this time it's not as dominant of a position because he won the round from it last time. Now he's just getting some space, but Leffen still with the SPG available.
Yeah, in this position right now, Dai, while he did get that reversal option, you can already see that Dai is back in the corner, forced to guess against Leffen. Finds a nice counter hit throw, putting Leffen in the corner situation. Dai able to put Leffen into overheat, which will cause his guard to break if he's not very careful now.
Let's see what Leffen can do, where both players are now in overheat, and he gets the
hit!
hit!
Leffen finds it!
And the crowd going crazy here. You know, again, Leffen is the hometown hero. One of the absolute most notable Swedish representatives in fighting games as a whole.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're having something of a controller issue here.
Yeah, luckily it was at round start, so it's not really going to affect the match. But yeah, as I mentioned earlier, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves is a game across so many competitive fighting games. Leffen, of course, known for not only his Smash career, his Guilty Gear career is also enormous.
Absolutely.
And now he's here taking names in Fatal Fury and SNK genre.
Yeah, I was talking about this earlier when we were covering Leffen's pool, me and Toast. But Leffen used to live with a guy called Boblon, who a lot of people who enjoy KOF know well. And back then, Boblin would make him play KOF and Marvel and all this stuff, and Leffen would make him play Melee, and it actually boosted both of them as players to a very high degree. So even though Leffen hasn't been a competitive tournament player that much in SNK games, he knows them.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is also just a huge fan. Oh my god, nice wild punish here. Accidentally puts himself into overheat, and now he's in a corner situation against Dai with SPG and Mira and Leffen in a guessing situation. This is going to be a wild corner situation here. Finds the rev blow, able to blow him up for that.
Yeah, very good start of the second match here for Dai. Definitely reversing the momentum, because it's very easy to crumble when you get faced with that kind of a...
huge, nice micro dash into that 2T.
Yeah, that was massive. And Leffen already taking half of that. And this time he's not gonna fall for it.
This is hurt. This hurts.
Yeah.
Leffen not going for all the damage because his rev gauge was very, very high. Did not want to overheat himself again.
He's looking for an opening here. Anything small? Yeah, that's enough. Leffen, 1 round away here. And Dai, we talked so much about Leffen. Like, Dai is a player who has been showing up in top 8. He was a Brussels Challenge. He was a combo breaker, recently sponsored. And he was in the 2023 SNK World Championship in KOF. He's a seasoned player. And Leffen is putting him on the ropes right now.
Yeah, it is crazy. The situation right now, because by all accounts, Dai would be the favorite just because how much KOF and SNK games experience he has. But here we see Leffen able to turn it around on him, putting Dai in a corner situation. So much rev gauge left still, over 25%, and Dai in a guessing situation.
And Leffen takes it, moving into winner's side of top 8.
Yeah, sending Dai to losers. This is the second time Leffen has sent someone of huge notoriety into loser side.
Yeah, and both of them were Hokutomarus. So, you know, maybe Leffen has just figured out how to deal with this character better than most other people have. And, you know, if there's a character you want to know how to deal with, it's Hokutomaru.
Not gonna lie, Hokutomaru was the character that gave me the most trouble in pools. That character feels very easy enough to start learning and start doing good with. But man, it's a mountain to climb on defense.
Absolutely, yeah. Hokutomaru needs to... Hokutomaru is a kind of character where it feels like the old adage, the best defense is a good offense. It really applies. And Leffen was just even more aggressive here, so it was very, very difficult for Dai to get anything going. And I just need to mention, at the other side of the, I should call it the arena here right now, we do see Guilty Gear Strive playing over there, where Leffen is also in top 16, so he's probably walking over to play a match over there right now.
That is just the nature. That's another thing I want to say I love about Headstomper. Headstomper, especially this year, has just been a melting pot of so many different players just trying out other games.
Sure, yeah. I mean, that's kind of it's the era of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, if you looked at side games, usually side games doesn't get, like, huge amounts of entrants in like big tournaments.
Yeah.
But here at Headstomper, they almost capped out.
Yeah, the side tournaments here at Headstomper are usually around 20 players. I know because I usually fraud myself into top 8 in them.
Yeah.
Now they're all at 40-50.
Yes, absolutely. And it's not just 40-50 of like the known players. It's 40-50 of like 50% known players, and then just another half are just people willing to try new games, experience them in tournaments, get to know the community. It is so nice to see just people mixing together.
Absolutely, and I think a large part of that is that we have these really big players who show up, and they are not shying away from the side tournaments. Yesterday we had Justin Wong playing in the Third Strike tournament. Like, that was really cool. That's never happened in Sweden before, right? So that was really cool to see. Speaking of North America, we have Marn coming up on the stage. He's in winner's bracket, and he has been looking very strong this event.
Yeah, Marn looks very, very strong, but that's not to say Davo, his opponent, hasn't had a tough road to this place right now. Davo managing to take out Mystic Smash.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big one, because Mystic Smash, he's another one of those players like Leffen who usually gets really fast into new games and really, you know, showcases himself. And he was playing a tricky character, Ronaldo, who is like the mix-up character of the game. But Davo took him down, and now Davo is trying to punch his ticket into the top 8 here against Marn, and looking really handsome doing it. Look at it.
Yeah, I love the way Davo is playing Terry. Terry, this huge brawler, get in your face, smash it open kind of character. Just nothing but huge punches and a way to get in.
Yeah, and it's actually funny, because I recognize Davo from putting his name in a few results, because I write results, right?
Yeah.
Most people know that. And I feel like I remember him from Guilty Gear, like the older Guilty Gears, like XX. But I actually, I was informed that he's actually like an old school, specifically Garou player. Like Garou, Mark of the Wolves. I think he got second or maybe even won at Combo Breaker just the other week.
Yeah.
So that's kind of crazy. And of course, he's also an American player who's here, so that's really cool to see.
Yeah, looking at Davo's profile, I can see that he loves those old games, Vampire Survivor, old Guilty Gears, all that kind of stuff. And again, that's what we see with Fatal Furies here at the Wolves. It's just nothing but players from different genres and different eras of fighting games joining together to see who's the best.
Yeah, and I think him and Marn have a pretty similar pedigree in that regard, because Marn is also a very old school player who has been around for a long time. And just when it looks like Marn is going to tie it up in rounds, Davo gets an opening.
Yeah. And
that's going to be enough. Probably.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and level 2 power geyser. Big damage coming from Davo, able to take the first game against Marn.
Really strong stuff there. Let's see if Davo can get the second game here to punch his ticket into the top 8.
I will also mention, I love the way that Davo and Marn has placed their SPGs. Hokutomaru, a very aggressive character, placing SPG first, letting you get as many options on round start so you can get that victory. And Davo putting SPG in the middle because he expects to take a few hits here and there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's a very good part of the player expression in this game is the fact that you can put your SPG there. And right now, Marn making such good use of his aggression here, and he has the SPG available, so he can do the rev blow here if he wants
nice
to.
Tech! Finds out.
There it is!
Oh, man. Man, that Hokutomaru rev blow.
Yeah.
It is an issue. And yeah, that is the good thing about putting SPG first. You get access to that rev blow first. Now it's time to guess. Nice roll out there from Devo. Just running around, trying to find the opportunity there for Marn.
Here we go. Marn putting on some block
nice
pressure.
counter hit poke.
Let's see what comes next. Oh, actually countering him there, but wasn't prepared to do the full conversion, unfortunately. Devo finds another hit, but at that range, not going to get anything from it.
That's so tricky.
Yep, the air stall. That's such a strong part of Hokutomaru's offense.
Yeah.
But now, in the corner is Marn.
This is where Hokutomaru most dislikes. He does not have access to any character-specific reversal aside from Super, so he just gets smothered unless he wants to use that meter.
And that's really interesting because Devo actually was in SPG, so he could have unleashed the hidden gear to finish him there, but he chose instead, nah, I'm gonna get another opening and save a bar, just because I feel like I'm gonna need that bar to close out the game.
Yeah.
Let's see if that comes into play
There's
here.
that thing, Terry does have access to a DP without any meter, so able to reverse that situation already.
And
Air trades.
it looks like Devo kind of has Marn's number here. Let's see what Marn can figure out.
Just poking each other out, trying to feel each other out. Devo really wanting to catch Marn doing something crazy here. Just throw something out, see if Marn reacts to it. That crack shoot's really good for that.
Yeah, for sure. And Marn keeps trying to find these small connections here. And actually, probably too high up to get anything from there.
Yeah, nothing but small hits so far. Over half the round has already passed and neither player has found a huge hit.
That's
Except for Devo, he's able to find a hit here. Goes into the power guys to level 2.
Not
quite enough.
It's gonna be enough, but... And yeah, that's it.
Can't bait it.
Yeah, he baited Marn, and Devo takes it 2-0 over Marn. Moving into winner's side, so we do have a North American representative in the winner's side of top 8 already.
Yeah.
So we have the USA, we have Sweden. Which other two countries are going to be in the winner's side, we're about to find out.
Yeah, and we're already seeing the players moving their way up on here. And once again, it's just nothing but strong players after strong players.
Of course, a lot of these players are legends, either within the SNK games community or just in their own right, you know, from other games and just the fighting game community in general. Like, if you've been following fighting games for a long time, you've seen Marn in so many different top 8s. Like he's an OG. He's one of Justin Wong's old training partners as well. In fact, Marn, Justin said that Marn was the one who got him to come out here. Marn was like, bro, let's go. Let's try and get those qualifying spots.
I love to see that. I love to see it. Especially American players. I love to see you here in our European majors. It is so nice to see. You have no idea. We've been waiting for this, and I hope you enjoy it as much as we enjoy having you here.
Yeah, personally, you know, I've been around the world at a lot of events. Headstomper remains one of my absolute favorites. Of course, there's some bias there, you know, obviously. But I really hope that the international players who come here also feel that Headstomper was like a really worthwhile tournament to attend, because it's a really nice event. I mean, I'm just glad to be here. And now we are going to get our next match coming up here. Another one on the winner's side. And even more Terry gameplay coming up, actually.
Yeah, we're looking at Dark Angel versus Mad KOF.
Oh, so Mad KOF has gone off Gato, because I'm pretty sure he was playing Gato for the longest time. Oh, wait, it's just a button check. Maybe he's still going Gato.
But yeah, both these players also had like quite the interesting road to get here. I believe Dark Angel, I'm pulling it up right now, taking out Wouty, who's a loser side, top 16 right here.
Yeah, I'm so excited for Wouty because I'm a B-Janet main. So I'm very excited to see Wouty.
That's going to be interesting to see. And I do believe that that Mad KOF also had an interesting journey here. Let me pull it up real quick. Yes, he did. Nilio, Tommy did him. Nice. Yeah, also just a nice side. But yeah, we're actually looking at Mad KOF on Terry, I think.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because, again, he has been playing Gato, so I'm surprised to see this.
Both players putting... Oh, it's Dark Angel.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, so Mexico's Dark Angel is on Terry, and Korea's Mad KOF is on Kain. Okay.
Right.
You know,
Ooh, nice.
Gato is a very strong character, but the general consensus is that Kain is top 2.
Yeah.
Gato isn't top 2.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think Gato will have a nice nature. Nice! Good throw
Oh,
there.
and he
the
gets
confirm from the overhead?
Yeah. That's a meaty one, man. And Dark Angel just going so hard here. Wow.
That is a statement.
Yeah, so Dark Angel, he has a
Oh
long
my
pedigree in
God.
KOF, so I'm not surprised to see him be so familiar with Terry. And what a start.
Just half his life already. Right now, we're just seeing Dark Angel basically outpoke Mad KOF. It's just been a small hit that Dark Angel has been able to confirm into huge situations.
Ooh, there we go. What's the Oki gonna be? Oh, that's such a good counter.
that's close enough.
At that range, you actually do get something from it. This is gonna... Oh, he actually got
eats
hit.
it.
Okay.
Puts himself into SBG.
Oh,
though.
one punish, but too far. That's unfortunate.
There's fireballs here. Terry trying to answer with his own. Not quite as good for that.
Oh my God! He went into overheat and he's just, nah, I still got my super, man.
That is so... If you're the opponent and you see your opponent burn themselves out, basically put themselves into overheat, doing a rep low, you know that's minus. You're just chomping at the bit to punish them.
Yeah.
And Dark Angel just already being 3 steps ahead, immediately supers in counterattack.
Yeah.
That is smart. That
was very impressive. And Mad KOF staying on the Kain here.
Yeah. I like the choice of Kain. Kain has access to a lot of stuff, but he did switch his SPG.
Oh, yeah, he did. He wants to have that right at the start.
Oh! Love to see it. Dark Angel with a high dodge blow.
That is such a good option there because he knows the exact range where Kain wants to throw that out, and he's just like, I'm in your head, bro. You can't do that.
Yeah, we see Dark Angel doing this this little rev guard shuffle on Mad KOF's wake up. That is to cover back rolls and all sorts of other options.
Let's see what Dark Angel... Yeah, okay, that's not going to be it, but it's so close. Okay, yeah, just keeps feinting here.
Terry does have access to like some of the best feints in neutral in this game.
Oh, like that!
Nice.
Exactly
Yeah.
like that!
Yeah,
That's complete feint.
Because Terry's options that the feints like represent are so high committal.
Yeah.
Just seeing him whiff it in neutral is enough to make you like, I want to get in there. I want to get in there. I want to punish you.
Yeah, but exactly like that. He was faking a fireball, so Mad KOF was just like, okay, I'm just going to block it, and then just runs up and throws him. It's such a smart option. And I think now he's put that fear in him, so he's not going to do it again. Like, he's not going to go, oh
big
my
counter
God.
here.
This damage is going to be massive here. And the corner. What's next? Goes for the overhead, but good block from Mad KOF.
Oh, he fainted.
Oh, God.
And that's going to cost it for him. Are you okay, Buster?
Ooh. Wow, and Dark Angel just showing a masterclass in how Terry Bogard is supposed to be playing in this game. And yeah, that puts a third country in the winner's side of our top 8. So we've got Sweden, USA, Mexico. What's next?
I mean, we're going worldwide here.
We're going worldwide.
We're going from one place to the other and getting representation from everywhere in the world. And that is what fighting games is all about, man. It is
Absolutely
so nice to see, man.
Yeah, I love it. And, you know, I'll just let the image speak for me here.
Oh, is it Marco time?
I don't know if Marco's
doing-
coming up on the screen, but this is how I feel watching that. That was pure grade A keynote.
It was so good. It was so good. Yeah. But it is crazy to see. Like, we're seeing these insanely strong players from these really long backgrounds of years and years and years of fighting game history, top placings in multiple games.
Yeah.
And we're seeing them get trounced
Yeah.
in 2-0 fashions, just dominated.
Yeah, it's, I mean, it's insane that you're able to make such a seasoned player look
Helpless, basically.
Yeah, you're putting them on complete blast, and you're just going that hard.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's crazy.
And let's be fair, it's not like it's their fault. Their defense is great.
Yeah.
This Fatal Fury City of the Wolves offers so many defensive options that
Absolutely.
that anytime you're on the back foot or answering a pressure situation, that's on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we're looking at these next players right now. They're just doing a battle check. Let me pull them up here. Let me tell you their story.
We have ET, who is one of the absolute best in SNK games in general. You know, huge winner in KOF for many years. And he's from Taiwan. And on the other side, is it Wero Asamiya? Yeah. So Wero Asamiya he's had such a rough time. I think it was in the 2023 SNK World Championship. He kept getting second. So he had a very hard time qualifying for, in King of Fighters 15, that is, for the SNK World Championship. But he never gives up, always comes back, extremely strong player across the board. And, you know, he's been a SNK main, you know, he has Asamiya in his name, you know, for Athena, so obviously. And,
I'm excited to see him because I just looked up his history in this tournament. Barn of Bangers and Peter fell to him in brackets, which are both household names when it comes to this game already.
Yeah, for sure. So, Wero Asamiya, another Mexican player, we might get a double Mexico qualifier in the top 8 on winner's side. But right now, ET is looking to stop that.
Yeah. Wero Asamiya on Hotaru, which, oh my god, he is getting blown up by Hokutomaru right now. But Hotaru is one of those characters that just has a tool for every situation. Fast buttons, DP, anything you want.
Yeah, and ET looking very strong here. ET has already been one of the signature players for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves in the mere month it's been out. So I'm not surprised to see him perform this well. Yeah, that was amazing, and gets the full punish on the DP all the way into the corner.
As well, man. Gets a jump in as well. This is a dangerous spot right now. He could die from the next hit. Finds a normal throw. Next hit is really gonna hurt. Interesting mix going on right now. 1-2 into super.
ET already 1-0. He's looking kind of like the last match right now. That was brutal.
Yeah, Hokutomaru having access to that Light Knight super, and it does so much damage.
Yeah, it does. And this is what we were talking about earlier, about Hokutomaru basically being a character where he is somewhat lacking on defense. That's something everyone would admit. Like, under pressure, he does struggle a bit. So your best defense is a good offense, and that's what ET is showing us right now. But Wero getting the hit.
This is what Hotaru wants. Gets a small punish here. Able to chase him down, finds a cross-up as well. Hotaru really good at confirming some damage off this. Are we going to see a level 1? Yes, we are. This day secures a hard knockdown. Time to guess, ET. Finds a way out. Created some space for himself.
I love that you can just hit those away. It looks so funny.
He's going to find a way out. Oh, nice reaction.
Ready. Good stuff here from Wero. Finding his footing here in game 2.
That is the thing about Hokutomaru. His options to get in are relatively high committal considering what they are.
Okay, let's see here. Does not get hit by the cross-up this time. And that's such a big jump in from ET. It's gonna hurt.
We're gonna see, we're just doing level 1. We could have seen a hidden gear super, but wanting to save the meter, which is very smart. Level 1s in this game are so good.
Absolutely, and this is the thing, when you're down around, it's probably good to want to keep the meter a bit. And we are seeing ET get in here, but that...
No punish there, no.
And that's the anti-air, that's massive. That should be enough for this round, and it is.
Yeah, well, ET deciding not to use his hidden gear super early on really paid off there because he had the meter to finish the round right there.
Absolutely. And that also means that he got to build a lot of meter back, so he's almost at full one right again here.
Yeah. Wero Asamiya. Oh my god, blown up by the Replo, and that Replo starter is so much damage. We're gonna end in a level 1 super. Yes, we are. Time to guess for life.
Oh, what a bait! The air stall into another teleport.
He's up there so long, and Wero Asamiya, you can see it on his face, a little bit disappointed.
Yeah, no, that was very, very hard to deal with, and that's just what Hokutomaru kind of has to do. His offense is so strong, and he mixes you up in so many different ways with his air approach because he has so many different types of air stalls, and you know, the dive kick from the from the teleport and everything. And yeah, ET using all of that to his full advantage and managing to send Wero down to losers, which means in the winner's side of top 8, we have 4 different countries.
And that is beautiful to behold. And yeah, as you mentioned earlier, Hokutomaru, it's not just that it's air stall, it's that it's air stall right above you.
Yeah.
And that point on the screen is so difficult to contest for so many characters because most anti-airs move a slight bit forward just to make sure they hit it whenever they jump in on you.
Exactly.
But
And
if they're right above
so
you,
difficult.
you move out of the way and then you get punished on the way back.
Yeah, so with that, we do have the winner's side of our top 8 set, and the top 8 is going to be played tomorrow. But don't worry, we got a bunch of losers matches that we are going to see here today. I believe the entirety of top 16 is being streamed, I'm pretty sure. So we have 8 losers matches coming your way. And I'm not sure which one is coming up first, but we have a lot of players we've talked about already. We mentioned Wauti, we mentioned Mystic Smash. I think we didn't even mention Justin Wong. He's in the top 8.
We
top
did
16.
not. And Justin Wong got sent to loser's side by one of the winners in
by ET, actually.
Yeah. And like that's also just insane.
Yeah, and Justin Wong also a Hotaru player, so I didn't see it happen because it was off stream, and I've been running around dealing with all kinds of stuff here.
Yeah.
But I think it's fair to assume that it probably looked fairly similar to Wero's experience.
Most
here.
likely, yeah. Knowing Justin Wong's play style, he plays a very lane game most of the time, and Hokutomaru, and especially piloted by ET, would absolutely be able to crack that defense open.
Yeah, for sure. And we're going to see who comes up here. But we have some good character variety coming up as well. Obviously, there's going to be more Hokutomaru. That goes without saying. But yeah, we definitely have a bunch of seasoned players coming up because this bracket was just so insanely stacked. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see the name I really want to see is Peter.
Peter, yeah.
I'm really excited to see Peter.
You're an Xrd fan?
I love watching some Xrd, and I've seen Peter play in so many events, online events, whatever. And Peter is a legacy game aficionado, I would almost call him.
We'll get back to Peter once he's coming up. I have a lot to say about Peter as well.
I love
but now we are going to see Mystic Smash here, and that is Ronaldo.
Yes,
Mystic Smash is a mix-up player, and he's going with Ronaldo here. It's going to be interesting to see. And his opponent... Which Brazilian player was here?
Let me try it.
Yeah, let's have a look at the bracket because I don't recognize the face.
I am trying to.
Oh wait, it's the Dimokov. It's the Dimokov.
Oh,
yeah,
is it?
it's the Dimokov, the legendary Dalsim player. Even though he has KOF in his name, I feel like at least outside of his home country, he's more known for Street Fighter because he's qualified for Capcom Cup in the past with Dalsim. It looks like he's playing Hokutomaru here, though. Not a bad choice at all. So definitely excited to see Diddy come out here against Mystic Smash.
Yeah, love to see it. Love to see it. Mystic Smash.
So yeah, that means we saw earlier Central American players from Mexico. Now we have South America in the mix as well with Brazil representative here, Didimokov. I actually need to talk to him after this because I did an interview with him like 8 years ago or something via a different Brazilian player who translated.
Oh, that's
so I'm gonna see if he remembers me.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, that'll have to be after we're done with the top 16. But I'm excited. I didn't recognize him because he used to have a beard.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't tell it was him. So that's really interesting.
Yeah. Looking at this matchup though, while both characters are mix-up type characters, they're a very different breed of mix-up type characters.
Absolutely, yeah. So Ronaldo is very interesting. We actually saw a Ronaldo versus Hokutomaru earlier when I was commentating in pools, and Ronaldo uses the football to set his mix-ups up, and he can like tap it upwards, which is really good in that specific area you were talking about for Hokutomaru.
Yes, sir.
He can actually close that out, not entirely. Hokutomaru can still time his way through it, but it becomes a different type of challenge than you're used to.
It makes him have to think about it.
Yes.
And
that's going to be interesting.
Yeah. Mystic Smash, of course, also a known player of many different games.
Absolutely.
Personally, I think he's very well known for his DNF duel stuff. But yeah, we're seeing a Nice high dodge blow there from Didimov.
Yeah. So Didimov definitely taking the reins here early on, and Mystic kind of having a hard time getting anything started here. And yeah, there we go. That's going to be round 1.
Yeah, it's what happens. Both players choosing to use an early SPG placement, which again makes sense. Mix-up characters want to get in there and have access to all their tools at the earliest time possible.
Absolutely.
There's that ball. No.
Ah, yeah, but it fell too early. Okay, but that is good. He gets the heavy, and that's going to be good damage. And now the mix-up hell can start. Ah, unfortunate. Didn't get any follow-up on it, but this knockdown is going to lead to something. Let's see what Mystic Smash has.
Check there. Check the ball. Goes for the tick throw. Not able to. Misses another throw. Didimox starting his own offense. But Mystic Smash with the super from Ronaldo.
Yeah, now you're going to see some of those mix-ups come into play. But unfortunately, Mystic Smash gets knocked out of it. But yeah, the DP closes it out. Pretty good decision-making there. Let's see what we're getting here in the final round of Game 1.
Oh, Mystic Smash able to get that initial one. Trying to play a little bit of neutral there with the football.
Oh,
super on the minus frames. Yep, that's it.
It's kind of hard for Ronaldo in defense, it seems, even though he does have a DP. So Mystic Smash kind of finding himself on the back foot a lot here. But there it is. He counter it heavy. That is massive.
No, not quite.
Oh, I don't know what he was going for there. That looked like some kind of setup, but did not work out. Oh, misses. Actually goes under.
Let's see. Nice tech. Big crystal for mind.
Good block. Didimov, Didimov definitely in dominant position there. Mystic Smash not looking happy. I'm guessing something went wrong there. Again, it looks like he was going for some kind of setup.
Oh, there's that ball.
Yeah, there's exactly what I was talking about earlier. That is something that Ronaldo can actually check Alkmaar with a little bit.
He's trying to get some space here, but Mystic Smash is just getting trounced right now by Didimox.
Yeah, Diddy going really, really crazy here and getting so much damage off of all these sequences.
That was
and
so
that's the light
meaty.
confirm. Yep. Oh, actually.
And again.
Brutal. Mystic Smash now with his back against the wall. 1 round away from being eliminated here in 13th place. See what Mystic Smash can figure out.
Just trying to play some games here with the ball.
Okay,
the ball does disappear and hit. There's the reversal super.
Goes for the super, yeah.
Red blow finds a big hit. This is huge damage. Check this out.
Let's see what we got. Here's some kind of setup. Oh, didn't work out though. Good block.
Mashes it out. Still gets hit by a small confirm here. DP's out. Now it's my turn. Nice just defend. Saving his rev gauge. It is pretty high up. One more block and it's an overheat.
Overheat is going to be very scary here for Mystic Smash. This is going to be difficult to come back from, but he does have bar. Yeah,
I love the attempt, but
he was looking for another shuriken, but did not come. I think this is not bad. What
chip
can Mystic
situation.
Smash do? Oh, but he gets the light confirm.
It's not quite enough. Needs one more. And there is goal.
The crowd going crazy here. Yeah, we're hearing the Sue.
Oh, here we go. Starting it up again. There's that ball. Oh my God, just everything!
Oh, Justin, are you watching?
Mystic Smash making a statement here at Headstomper.
Yeah, Mystic Smash coming alive here. But there's the throw from Diddy. What can Diddy do from here?
DP gets punished for it.
Yep.
Didimox gonna have just enough for a super here at the end. Build it just in time.
Okay,
Another waiting. The patience here on Mystic Smash.
Nice!
Finds the chest check.
That's such a massive hit.
In overheat. One more hit.
Oh, it doesn't work out, but this is not going to kill, though. He gets the light confirm again!
Mystic Smash evening it out, coming alive, putting himself on the board. One game apiece.
Yeah, looking a lot more confident here, and it's 1-1 here. And Mystic Smash gets such a good start here. The mixed-up startup.
Nice
There's
counter
the
on
throw.
the red blow.
Oh.
Counter hit. This is, again, Ronaldo does a lot of damage, but Mystic Smash has to watch out. His red gauge is very high up.
Oh my
but
goodness.
It might not even
Doesn't
matter.
matter. Mystic Smash just running away with it and gets a perfect game. Oh my goodness.
Are we gonna see it again? Mystic Smash
And
once again finding a huge opener. Sets it up. There's the ball.
Okay, what's next? Oh, got tagged by that super good choice there from Didi.
Oh my god, that reversal break was so good.
Trying to slow down the pace a little bit here is the Dimokov, but the light confirm comes out again from Mystic Smash.
That's that ball.
Oh,
Dominating
nice.
space. The blocks, finds a throw, nice.
What's coming up here? Gotta look out. Okay, good light confirm here from the Dimokov. Gets a great Oki hit there. What's next? There it is, just crouching heavy! And that's gonna be it for Mystic Smash over the Dimokov with a
Mystic
Oh my
Smash.
goodness!
Coming back from the brink of the depths.
Yeah, that was absolutely brink of despair for Mystic Smash. You can see the relief on his face.
Yeah, that,
He really got his game going.
yeah.
He made the turnaround, and that's the important thing for anyone trying to get good at fighting games or trying to get good at anything. You never give up.
Never give up. And yeah, the big difference maker in that set was the round start situations.
Yeah.
The moment Mystic Smash started to win those round start situations is the moment the tide of the battle completely turned in his favor.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a completely momentum-based battle from the start to the finish, because even on the Dimokov side, when he was ahead, it was all momentum-based.
Yeah, absolutely. And Mystic Smash just able to find the small gaps here and there, find a little small little jab check.
Yeah.
Okay, get that. Try a throw punish instead of a punch punish on that elbow. Just a lot of small stuff here and there, able to give Mystic Smash the edge in that fight and giving him the victory, securing his tournament life.
Yeah, it wasn't even the mix-ups we were expecting. We were expecting the mix-ups where, you know, it's ambiguous which side he's on, the high-low with the ball and everything like that. What he was actually doing there that really set him apart was that he was hitting these moves that were ambiguously plus or minus, and what he chose to do after that. So he was winning from ambiguity, but not the ambiguity we were expecting.
Yeah, absolutely. Early on in the game, there is a lot of situations where familiarity is the big deciding factor. And if you're not familiar with how plus or minus a frame is, how much advantage you have, it's tough to find out what you should do.
Yeah, so we are gonna see Wouty come up here. All right, so we are going to see Wouty come up here. I'm very happy because this is a character that you rarely see represented at high-level play. Obviously, the game is only 1 month old. There's a lot of time left for stuff to develop. But Wouty, on X, I feel like he's marked himself out as the main person to post Genet tech. And, you know, I'm a Genet player, so I've been following, I've been watching, and I'm like, damn, you can do that? Every day I see new stuff from him. I'm like, damn, really? So seeing Wouty in the top 16 feels great because Genet, very underutilized character so far, but Wouty is like, nah, I'm making her work.
Yeah,
and,
we're actually seeing 2 different characters in this match right now.
Yeah, we didn't see either of these in the top 16 so far. We are getting Rock coming up here. I don't recognize from the face who it is, but it is one of the Falcon-sponsored players, it looks like. I'm trying to remember in my head.
But yeah, on Rock very similar to Terry in many regards. Lots of brawler style attacks.
Yeah.
Just wants to get in there and mix you up. Janet, or Jenny, is extremely good at making you guess on her plus frames.
Absolutely. She has an extremely good feint cancel, and she also has a lot of air options. So it's a very different type of feint. Oh, it's Shadow X. Yeah, that makes sense. Another Mexican player here, going up against Finland's Wouty, and you know, Finland having a good showing at this tournament so far. We also had Miri made top 32 here in Phil Fury, eliminated now, but he's in the top 8 of Granblue as well.
Yeah. Jenny, really good at doing some air options, trying to create an opportunity there. Right now, Wouty is in burnout or in overheat.
Nice. Gets the many torpedoes straight through there. Let's see. Oh, perfect. Did the break cancel and gets the offense going even in overheat. And overheat is almost going to be gone now. Let's see what Wouty can figure out. Gets tagged, but there it is. The rev gauge is back here for Wouty, and good call on that. And now Shadow finds himself in overheat instead.
Nice
but
air to air.
Close out with air to air.
All right, yeah. Right now, Shadow X with a huge meter advantage, carrying Wouty all the way to the corner. Now it's time to guess. Plus frames, finds a small gap here, trying to make something happen. Good positioning right now.
Yeah. And Wouty gets through there with the dive kicks. Let's see what's next.
We haven't really seen Wouty get to like play properly yet.
Yeah, he's been on the back foot for sure, and that's not a character with a proper reversal. She has a counter. This is not quite the same, so that's not really where you want to be. But Wouty trying to find an entry here. Yeah, goes for the break cancel and the feint cancel, and now we are starting to see Wouty get some pressure here.
Shadow X right now very good at just defending, taking his time. Whenever he does get hit, it's something small or minor.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, finds that right there. Nice. Well played from Shadow X.
Really good stuff, yeah. So Shadow now up 1 game against Wouty here. Let's see if Wouty can figure out any adjustments.
Nice pick throw. That fireball is pretty good. Lots of hits, so it is something that locks you down for a little bit.
Oh,
nice
nice
command grab. And yeah, command grabs, EX command grabs in Fatal Fury is very, very good because you can special cancel EX moves into each other.
Yes. You use the rev cancels. And oh no! Yeah, that rev blow has very good uses, but unfortunately its range is very poor horizontally. So that's what you see there. Wouty just too far away. But
nice
the guard cancel.
Yep.
Beautiful stuff. There
Level
we go.
Wouty did put themselves into overheat, so if they ever go on defense, it's gonna be a tough one.
So much damage and the corner here. Oh, a little bit too early on that overhead, unfortunately. This is gonna be difficult.
Yeah. Oh, nice feints. That was so well played from Shadow.
Yeah, Wouty was really hoping, once he saw, I mean, he had already jumped it by the time he saw it, but he saw it and was like, oh, an opening, and that, no, it was a feint. Like, oh, come on.
Nice, just a small hit here. But the corner carry is what's important here. If Shadow X gets Wouty in the corner, he's looking at huge damage.
For sure. And this is going to be a knockdown. Let's see what Shadow X goes for
nice,
here. Goes under!
But went for the red blow. There it is again.
There it is.
Red blow on defense, while it is good, does not give the biggest reward.
Yeah, it's more of a get-off-me type of situation. The air rev blow coming into play here, but not working out. Oh, and is this gonna be... No, never mind. He went straight to the super.
Still a nice chunk of damage.
Yeah.
God
Okay, the guard
again.
cancel.
The issue with guard canceling is that it does give you a little bit of rev, and it was enough to put Wouty into overheat.
Yeah, but now Shadow also in overheat, so we just got a real match.
So good at pressuring you while you're in overheat.
Oh, beautiful! That is massive. Let's see what Wouty can get from here. He gets the corner position, and he's very close on breaking Shadow's guard. He was trying to bait the DP.
Oh, not enough.
Scary. And overhead! And Wouty unfortunately has to go home in 13th place, but a very good showing there. That last round was definitely like very even across the board, and saw both of them going through overheat a lot.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Very aggressive players in that sense.
Yeah, Rock is one of those characters where, yeah, you think they're just gonna play a standard Shoto type game, DP, Tatsu type normals,
Yeah.
a little bit of fireball. The command grab actually put you in a lot of guessing situations.
Absolutely. That's a completely different layer.
Yeah, especially from the EX special to special cancels.
Yeah.
Rock could do what Terry does, where he just does Burn Knuckle or his equivalent into a fireball or an overhead. Rock has the option of deciding to go for a command grab instead.
Yeah.
And that enables a whole different layer of defense because you do not answer command grab with the same options that you do for the other stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And now we are seeing Justin Wong come up here. Justin Wong is playing Hotaru. So we're going to see another Hotaru here. And his opponent is H-Dope. That's a Greek player, I believe. Unless I'm mistaken, H-Dope and K-Top are two Greek brothers who travel tournaments together. And they are also like multi-game players. So I've seen them around in the results. I believe they are originally TEKKEN players, but don't quote me on that.
Yeah, Justin Wong, of course, needs no introduction. Like he is. Yeah.
Oh, okay. My mistake. They are originally Mortal Kombat players. H-Dope and K-Top, the two brothers.
That is interesting. Mortal Kombat is doing a lot right now. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
Mortal Kombat has always had specific areas of Europe where it has like a decent amount of popularity. So you have seen these European Mortal Kombat players show up. You know, Foxy Grandpa from the UK, of course. Not around anymore, but Madsen from Germany was very active as well. There are like clusters of Mortal Kombat players spread around Europe.
Yeah, I'm just looking here at Headstomper, and yeah, he does have quite the pedigree behind him. As we thought, he is Greek, but he places in a lot of different games, and it makes sense that you said Tekken. He's a Tekken player because I'm seeing a lot of really nice Tekken placements here at his locals.
Yeah,
So-
that's where I've put in the most results when I write the results articles for him has been Tekken. So that's why I gravitate to that in my mind for it. But I do remember seeing him in Mortal Kombat as well, now that I think about it. But he is going to go with a Hokutomaru here against Justin Wong's Futaru. And of course, the match that Justin lost was against ET's Hokutomaru. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's ET, so it doesn't have to be a Hokutomaru
It
problem.
is ET, but yeah, we're gonna see it here. What are we gonna see? H-Dope representing Greece versus J1 representing Canada.
Yep. Let's see here. H-Dope getting a good start here, putting Justin Wong in the corner.
Defense time. Nice tech.
Oh,
nice
nice.
cross up. Gonna get a
Beautiful.
small chunk of damage here. Hotaru is, of course, able to actually cash out really heavily with very little rev gauge investment.
Oh,
Tried to bait something there was J1, but
yeah. Oh, big
that
wild punish.
hurts. It's not quite gonna be enough to kill, I don't think. Never mind.
Oh.
Never mind.
Didn't work out there. Unfortunately, Justin Wong gets another chance here. Let's see what Justin can find. Throws out the EX Fireball and actually tags him with it.
Oh my god, that could have been huge.
Yeah, he actually backdashed out of the command
Just
grab
defend
there.
in the air, that is so brave.
Let's see what Justin Wong can find. H-Dope just needs any hit here, but if Justin gets a good hit, he can definitely convert it.
This is
Good
the
just
time of
defend in the
day.
air, and this should be Justin's round.
It should be, yeah. What we're seeing right now is Justin Wong playing his game. Justin loves to wait around and see what you will do to answer him.
Yeah,
what
definitely.
do you want to do? Let me answer that.
Yeah, Justin is very good at playing a reactionary playstyle. And here we go, Justin putting on the offense here. It is an offensive game, and Justin is no stranger to offense either. He used to be a Marvel player, you know?
Yeah.
So definitely knows all about offense as well. And there it goes.
Yeah, H-Dope using that Hokutomaru special of being able to make you think one thing he's doing in the air, then changing it up.
Yep. Let's see, Justin trying to find a good range here to challenge H-Dope at. Getting the fireball, trying to edge closer.
Justin's so comfortable
Oh,
just
nice.
waiting around.
Gets the light confirmed there, but another light confirm on the other
Not
side
enough
from
to
H-Dope.
kill. Time to guess. Finds
Good
the DP.
DP.
Oh my god, this is gonna kill.
Yeah, he has the bar.
Level 2.
I'm not sure though, since it's not the
Actually,
hidden gear. Probably doesn't
no,
kill.
not
yeah.
quite. It's time to guess for game.
And
Overhead.
the overhead, Justin Wong up one game here against H-Dope.
I was sure that was gonna kill. I was thinking like,
Command
oh,
grab scaling is really high.
It is,
So
it is.
that's probably what mixed you up. Let's see here, good air to air from Justin, pushing in.
Oh my god, look at. I want you to make note. Both these players are playing defense so well, just defense all the time. Just small micro movements.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Justin gonna get such high damage here onto
Corner
H-Dope.
pressure. Time to
One more
get-
situation could be it.
Oh, love the bait on the DP break.
Wonderful stuff here from H-Dope. And what's the Oki gonna be? Into nothing. He was expecting a DP, but Justin didn't bite. Okay, taking some distance here. Justin has a big life lead, doesn't need to force it. Yeah, just jumps in with a just defend. Let's see what's coming next. Oh,
Nice
the air
air
throw.
Wait for the
Oh.
command grab. Not gonna be able to get it.
Yeah, he was
H-Dope
ready
does
for
have
it.
a lot of rev gauge.
There we go. What's coming up next here? Justin just chilling, but
Oh.
gets hit. No,
Just
fails
defend.
the conversion, and that's going to be Justin taking the first round here of game 2.
Yes, sir. Justin playing that defense game so well.
Let's see what Justin can figure out to close this
It's
out here.
air.
H-Dope is looking better and better, I feel like. So Justin would want to close this out fast, because if H-Dope starts to get the momentum, we've seen so many momentum swings already in this top 16.
Justin Wong knows when he's doing a bad jump, and he just times that just defend perfectly.
Oh, beautiful air stall. And H-Dope gonna get the corner off of this, and a lot of damage to boot.
Super. Yes, sir. Corner situation. Time to guess. Normal throw. Hard knockdown. Time to guess.
Massive.
Nice again.
And this is gonna be so much damage. I think he might be able to close it out. No, not quite. Yeah, not
Pixel
quite.
health. Time to guess for game. Air stall once more.
Oh,
Nice.
he believed in the back jump, but it was an air stall. And now H-Dope is trying to make the momentum shift happen. Can Justin put a stop to it?
Edge airs once again from Justin Wong. Finding a small hit once again. That is safe. That is difficult to punish.
Yeah, it is definitely punishable, but you have to be scared of the cancel. So Justin betting that H-Dope won't dare to try to challenge it.
You
And
have
he
to
did.
respect those cancels so hard as well, because
Yes,
like, Hotaru will blow you up for pressing on her.
absolutely. Okay,
Nice
there's the
throw.
throw. Justin Wong in SPG though.
H-Dope really just limiting Justin Wong's defensive options with that normal throw.
There we go, and H-Dope gonna get a situation here, but Justin rolls out of the corner. Just do it like that.
That is why throws are good. No rolls after a throw.
Oh,
Finds a counter poke.
big hit here from Justin,
gonna
and he
see a
can
hidden
go
gear
for the hitting
super?
gear. Yeah, he
Yes,
does.
it is.
It's gonna.
No!
Oh, he misses! No way! And
That's
that means
such a
H-Dope.
meter dump, and he revved up so high because he wanted to get it all back, but
Yeah.
now Justin Wong is looking to be on the receiving end of a lot of H-Dope pressure right now, putting himself into overheat.
Yeah, this is so scary for Justin, but H-Dope's HP is not high. Gets him out of SPG. That's a good start.
Well, in with the
Good
throw.
air. There's a
Another
throw.
throw, not enough. 8 seconds left on 7, 6.
Oh, the TP? This
Oh my
might come
God.
down to chip. It might be a timeout. Justin not scared of timing out, but he goes
Oh,
for the
he finds
DP!
it!
I can't believe he DP'd. I thought he was just gonna chill with the life lead.
Went for that DP. Man, 2 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah.
We're right back on it. No time
I'm
to
really
break.
shocked because I feel like Justin has no problem timing him out. Okay, here we go. Okay,
Red
he
blow.
blocked the first part but gets hit by the second, and that's Crumple. Massive damage coming out here from H-Dope.
Oh my god, is this the momentum H-Dope was needing all along?
I think it might be.
Finds a small
just-
hit there, not able to confirm it.
No conversion. Justin trying
defend,
gets a
counter
good
hit.
hit. That's a massive hit. Justin needed that. Let's see where we end up here. Justin
Pixel
needs
hell.
one more little hit, and
Nice.
there it is.
Yeah.
Justin back on match point.
What can we do? Round start, so important. Oh, big counter hit. This
Yeah.
is gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt a lot, and it's gonna be corner. SPG available for H-Dope, but Justin hasn't been too scared of it so far.
low.
Locks it properly, but doesn't get the proper punish on it.
It is quite a weird punch just because Hotaru is able to red blow right after him.
And there we go. Justin in such a good position here to close it out. But gets thrown into the corner. Don't let H-Dope get the
Nice.
momentum again, and Justin doesn't. Closing it out, and H-Dope almost making the complete turnaround there, but Justin,
Yeah.
seasoned veteran, puts a stop to it and advances one step closer to the top 8.
The common player's heart rate would be so immensely high after that near
Yeah.
timeout. But here we just saw Justin Wong, that long years of experience,
Yeah.
immediately calms himself down, just says, okay, I'm just gonna do my thing as I do. 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, Hotaru.
Yeah, I mean, he's been, like, for 20 years, he's been dealing with all kinds of stuff, like,
Yeah.
you know, all of these games, CVS 2, Marvel 2, Marvel 3, of course, Third Strike. You know, he's dealt with a lot of situations like this, and just staying cool, keeping it calm, that's the key.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now we're going to get someone you were talking about earlier. We got
yes,
Pida
we
coming
are.
up. So
Absolutely, yep.
I want to highlight Pida because in this top 16, I would say he's one of four players outside of Europe. He's one of the less known, but he shouldn't be. He is an absolute legend at Guilty Gear Xrd.
Yes, sir. He is so amazing at that game.
Yeah.
And not just Exert. So many
good at other
other
games
like
too.
niche games that
He was one of the absolute
Yeah.
best players in Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, not Rising, but the regular one. Right when it came out, he was one of the absolute best, and then he kind of, you know, went in and out of the game. When he showed up, he was always really strong, but he wasn't always active with it. And then, you know, in Exart, he used to play Axel, I want to say, and then he switched to Raven and just effortlessly kept beating everyone.
Yeah, not only Exert, also Double X and Axel.
Yeah, because I think
stuff like
he
that.
started playing Axel in Plus R, and that's why he swapped off Axel in Exart.
Yeah,
I believe
that
that's
makes
how it
sense.
went.
That's to like mess up the muscle movement.
Exactly. And then he started playing Raven in Exart, and you know, he's a very good player in Exart. He gets super good results, you know, big tournament winner. So Pida is, if you're a European player who's delved into these various games, you know, Arxis games and whatnot, you know the name Pida.
You know the name Peter from so many online tournaments.
Oh yeah, for sure. He has an offline presence as well, but he's definitely been more present online. And he's still a fairly young player.
Yeah, absolutely. And his opponent is no slouch either.
Of course, it's Score.
Let's be real here. We're talking about Peter right now, but don't forget about Score.
Yeah, everyone already knows Score. One of the absolute best to ever do it. A true SNK god. I was commentating his pool earlier. So many good matches. Unfortunately, lost to Leffen, which is how he got sent down here. I can't remember who Pita lost to, though.
I can find that out.
I asked him, but I forgot. Was it Dark Angel, maybe?
I think it might be Wero.
Oh, Wero? Okay.
Yes.
So he lost to Wero Asamiya earlier then.
Yeah.
Well, we are going to see a Hoktomaru mirror here because they're both playing Hoktomaru. You know, Score, definitely one of the absolute... I've been talking to Score the whole time here because, you know, I know him since earlier because we met back in 2019 in France when I was super active in Samurai Showdown, and that was like one of his main games at the time as well.
Oh, nice.
And then, you know, I transitioned to Grand Blue and he also did. So I kept the channels open between the EU Grand Blue scene and the Japan Grand Blue scene via him. So I talked to him for like an hour here because it's been a long time since we saw each other. And I got a lot of information on just various thoughts and such about Fatal Fury. And one of the things that he said is it's hard to set a top 5 for the game. Because it was actually Svampin who asked him, like, what's the top 5? And he said, Hotaru and Kane are top 2.
Yeah,
and then there are 4 characters that 3 of them are in the top 5, but I can't say which. And he said Hoktomaru, Gato, Marco, and who was the last one? I'm trying to remember here. It must be a character we've seen for sure. Or Billy. Billy, actually, we have not seen this tournament.
Yeah, we haven't seen Billy. Billy is also just really good at contesting space.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I absolutely agree. And I think after this game gets its first patch, knowing SNK, the entire metagame is going to be shifted around so hard.
Yeah. And another thing worth mentioning, Pita is from a country that you don't see that much of in fighting games, which is Czechia.
Yeah. Again, so many people from so many different places in the world.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's most fun about European tournaments is since Europe has so many relatively small countries, we get a lot of different nationalities out here.
But right now, we're seeing some Hoktomaru mirror action, and we're already seeing a slight difference in play by these players. Not only is their SPG placements different, but their style of aggression and the way they play the neutral game is also very different.
Yeah, and you can notice that Score kind of trying not to end up in overheat, but Pita doesn't even care.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, as we can see here on round start, Score going with early SPG, and Pete, you know, I was talking about the difference in play and trying to make the difference in players, and then they just meet each other on round start.
Yeah, so Score pushing really hard here and gets
the range.
Rev low there, and now Score is actually very close to putting himself in overheat, but he's that confident in this round.
All right.
Okay, gets back thrown. See what Pita can figure out here.
Interesting option there, but able to find a small short and able to confirm it into some decent damage there. Score getting the first game. Pita going a little bit in the tank, we can see right now, just considering the options. Raven speaking to him.
Yeah, that's his Raven cosplayer friend who usually shows up to the same tournaments. I believe they were at Otaku together as well.
Oh my god, that face.
And I think, I don't know the name of the cosplayer, but I'm pretty sure they won the cosplay contest too.
I would not be surprised. That Raven cosplay is sick. I
It's
saw
really good.
They even have like the custom knives and stuff. Like,
Yeah, it's really cool. And here we go. Score getting a good start here on Pita once more. Pita in a little bit of trouble here.
Oh, tough situation here. Peter has time to guess. Just wants to get out, but Score is putting on too much pressure. Guessing situation again for Peter.
Oh
Small
my
counter
goodness.
hit and is able to confirm it into super, not quite enough.
Yeah, Score pushing in here, and there it is. Score one round away from eliminating Pita and getting one step closer to the top 8.
Let's see what kind of rounds are we looking at. Score going into the air, trying to find an option here. Finds an air.
Too
No.
far though. Yeah, it's you can see neither of them are even trying to out there because they're like, it's not worth it. Like, he's just gonna stop in the air, then I'm gonna get hit by this and that and the other thing. Like, yeah, I don't even want to.
We are seeing Score going into the air game a lot more than Peter is right now.
Yeah.
And it's paying off really nicely for Score right now because he's one neutral situation.
Oh, and that is it. Score is gonna eliminate Pita here. There it is.
With a perfect as well. I
Yeah,
mean.
good stuff there from Score. And, you know, Pita, he still has Xrd.
Yeah,
It's,
he still has it.
he entered Xrd here as well, so, you know, we're gonna see more of Pita. I think Xrd is tomorrow, I wanna say.
I believe so as well. I
Yeah.
don't have the schedule on hand right now, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, in a matchup like Hokutomaru, we talk so much about his air stalling and his air options, so it stands to reason that what would decide the Hokutomaru mirror matchup is who gets to control the air. And
Yeah.
that's what Score was doing. He was taking over
Yeah,
there.
yeah. He forced Peter to stay on the ground because the moment Hokutomaru is in the air, the other Hokutomaru, without any really good rising options aside from Replo, you don't really have a good way to answer it. You have teleport, which is like fine, I guess, but if your opponent's ready for it, they just defend that and punish accordingly.
Yeah. Forcing him to stay on the ground just makes it such an impressive game. It's basically like Pita is forced to play against Hokutomaru, but Score isn't.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it ended up.
Yeah, yeah. It's one of those matchups where it's 6-4.
Yeah, the 6-4 mirror matchup,
Yeah.
the well-known one. And now we are going to move into the final 4 matches of this top 16. So 4 players here are going to end up in 9th place, and 4 are going to advance to tomorrow's top 8. Want to remind you, SNK World Championship spot, Esports World Cup spot. This is big. Everyone wants to get a shot at that big money.
Everybody wants to get into this top 8, and more importantly, everybody wants to win this. There are so many things at stake right now. The opportunities, the fame, the money, everything would be amazing for every single player here to attain. But the competition is tough, and we're only getting started right now.
We're only getting started, and we now see Dai coming up here. He was not happy with his match earlier. You could tell.
Yeah, you could
against
tell.
Leffen. Yeah. And that was the first match to start us off as well, so he's been chilling for a while now. Looks like they're just doing a button check at the moment.
Which
but
makes sense. This stage is banned.
yeah. Because it can cause motion sickness.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be up against Shadow X, I believe.
Yes.
Yes. So Rock against Hokutomaru. We haven't seen much of Rock, which I do find surprising because he's kind like. It's a little bit weird because normally you have this character who's the centerpiece of the game. You know, you have your Ryu, Kyo, all these kinds of characters. And Rock is supposed to be that here, but it is not just Garo, it's Fatal Fury, so Terry also is. And you can see it on the characters, like they're standing next to each other in the center. So players who would normally go for those types of characters kind of split between them.
Yeah. And honestly, despite its relatively small roster size, the character variety in Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, is actually like really impressive. Like the type of characters you can pick, the type of playstyles they have, the options they have, it's all really well balanced, I feel.
I agree. I think it might be an effect of the game still being so new. In tournaments, we don't see as much character variety, but I think as far as the roster itself goes, I think we have really good variety.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see a lot of good additions to that as well with the first season starting soon. We don't know exactly when Andy is releasing, but I think we're going to see a lot of interesting archetypes added. I personally can't wait to see what they do with Mr. Big.
Yeah, I really want to see what Mr. Big will do in this game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like legacy content in this version of the game. Like a lot of the win screens are very similar to the older versions. A lot of the supers are very similar to the older versions. But yeah, Mr. Big, he's a little bit of a goofy character in those older games. That Psycho Crusher type move looks a little bit goofy. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do here. But
all right, we are getting into it here, and Dai coming up here against
oh, nice
Shadow X.
Yeah, Score getting the initial hit here, not enough to get Peter out of SPD. Oh, SPG, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Oh, good jump in, and that was perfectly read on when Dai wanted to throw out the shuriken.
Yeah, Peter really respecting Score right now because he knows that if he just does his air stuff, Score is...
Yeah, it's not those players. The names are still rocking.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It says Peter and Score, but we're actually on the Dai and Shadow X.
Oh, right,
Sorry.
right. Yeah, I got mixed up, man.
Yeah, I think the viewers probably also did. But Shadow X taking the first round there against Dai. Let's see if Dai can turn her back around.
Yeah.
Okay, good line confirm from Dai. Pushing it in here.
Dude, that was so deep. That was so brave from Shadow, just mashing that DP right there.
Yeah, definitely. Here we go.
No answer there.
Let's see here.
That's just a fan. Enough to scare him off. It's air, nothing major yet.
Oh, and Dai just goes for the teleport, and Shadow not ready for it.
Reversal there. Getting off. There. Oh, catching the early frames of the red blow there.
Okay, let's see. Oh, nice. Actually delayed it, but still not able to punish Shadow X there.
Shadow X just playing really patiently, throwing out small buttons. There's the red blow. No answer.
Yeah, let's see. Dai is playing very, very carefully here. I think he might still be a little bit shook of the extreme aggression we saw in winner's bracket earlier.
Yeah, maybe. Nice throw here. Shadow X is playing this so patiently. Taking these throws, doesn't really mind.
Okay, just going for a lot of chip here. Not gonna be able to close it out with it though, so backing off.
Did rev up really hard.
The timer.
Oh right, the timer. The timer is not gonna. Oh no, he drops it. Shadow X for overheat. Air
he's just staying in the air. Oh, I mean that's good for timer stalling as well.
Yeah, it is. It is. One round apiece.
Yeah, let's see who takes the first game here. Dai with a good start, getting the throw and another throw. What's gonna be next?
Trying for a little bit there. No bites. It's
Okay.
airs. Mixed situation on the landing. Yep.
It's looking very difficult for Shadow X here.
Just wants to find something. Dai throwing out some buttons here. Just want to catch Shadow X throwing something out.
Yeah.
Not quite yet.
Oh!
Finds it! Shadow X able to start his offense right now, putting on so much damage. He's absolutely gonna end it with the hidden gear super.
Yeah, that's so much damage, and he gets all of his rev gauge back. Let's see what Dai responds with here.
Yes, sir. That does refund. Yeah, as you said, refunds all his rev gauge. So now he can start his offense all over again. Chip out situation.
That was a very difficult situation for Dai because anything would chip him, and doing a teleport is so scary in that situation because if he's ready with the anti-air, you're just dead. So, yeah, Dai not able to figure out what to do there. Very good stuff from Shadow X.
Shadow X starting his own pressure, but gets blown up by the red blow. Got the crumple, just went for another red blow. The damage is looking pretty good here from Dai.
Yeah, Dai in a good position. Just defend on the anti-air attempt. See the corner position, there's a wild punish! But no, he messed something
combo.
up.
That's unfortunate. Shadow X looking for the opportunity right now. Gets clipped by a small short here. Nothing but small attacks right now. Shadow X finds another opener here, but not enough to confirm into damage.
There we go.
Ambiguous there. The air Shipukins just to create some space for him.
Yeah.
Put something on the screen.
Dai throwing out the shuriken here, just trying to get space, getting closer and closer.
Just defending does heal you a smidge.
Yes, it does. So it can
So
be used.
in this situation where both players are seemingly going for the timeout, except right now Shadowwake's found the perfect opener here.
It does not have Bardo, so can't close it out, but now Dai is in this position again,
Yeah.
and Shadow taking the round, 1 round away from securing a top 8 spot.
Dai doesn't want to lose this. Wants to get
Definitely
in.
not.
We can see that right now, just with the way he's running in. Finds a 1-2 into super.
Nice
Ambiguous cross-up.
Yeah.
Drains so much health bar.
Nice, gets him with the empty jump low.
Classic. Red blow, went for, tried to bait out the DP probably.
That's good stuff here from Dai. Just keeps going in the air here. Notice it's
Oh, the
working out for
red
him.
blow.
Yeah, the mix-ups he's getting from the jumps with the cross-ups and the empty jump lows and all of this has worked out so well for him that he's not even doing the Hokutomaru padded air stall stuff anymore. He's just going for straight-up jump mix-ups, and it's been working. Let's see if it keeps going for him.
Yeah, when all else fails, that layer of mix-up is still effective, like no matter where you are.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, nice.
Minus frames into the super, and Dai just pushing so hard onto Shadow X here, and the corner position is his, but being careful against the rev blow.
There's DP. Starts some of his offense. Dai putting himself in the corner, but red blows out.
Beautiful stuff here.
EX specials. Finds an opening. Shadow X puts himself into overheat.
Yeah, Shadow X was coming out swinging there, but this is such a bad situation for him. Can he
Pixel
find
hell.
an opening?
If he starts blocking anything from Dai, he might just die from chip immediately. So his defense and his movement is so on point now. He knows what's at stake. And he
There
gets
it is.
blown up by the super. That's so tough.
Yeah, that might have actually killed on chip anyway, so I really like that decision from Dai.
Yeah.
Definitely just
Looking for that opportunity to drain the last
where
bit.
he knows that he's not going to be in the air, because that's the scary part. If you go for that
Oh,
and baits
neutral
the throw!
jump. Classic. Once again, red blow, secures the hard knockdown. Time to guess.
Let's see. The pressure
Stays
is on
patient.
and gets him, but wasn't confident in the hit.
Red
Okay.
SL. Red blow.
Beautiful from Dai. Gets the
Overhead,
overhead.
that's very meaty.
Meaty overhead into combo. Beautiful stuff. He had not represented that at all in this set so far. So Shadow X was completely caught unaware.
Oh, finds a huge opener here early on.
Yeah, that is gigantic.
Not only the damage is pretty good, the corner situation right now, Shadow X has to play it super patiently. Finds a small reversal there.
Yeah, but
Decent
if
opener.
Dai gets an opening here, he is it? Oh, never mind. This is gonna be big for Shadow.
Raging Storm. The Oki is not the best here. Does get an ambiguous jump here.
That's
Nice! Is it gonna be enough? Yes, absolutely it is. Doesn't even need the meter.
Final round here between Dai and Shadow X. Let's see who can close it out. Dai saw a huge momentum shift, but actually got completely shut down last round. Let's see how he adjusts.
Just playing a patient game once again. Shadow X trying to put some buttons out into the airspace.
Yeah, definitely.
Make sure that Dai doesn't want to be there.
Dai just avoiding that entirely. But the jump in from Shadow, this is going to be a corner position. Goes for the Raging Storm. Just he gets that low knockdown there. Good when you're in the corner. Beautiful counter poke from Dai.
Gonna see a super at the end. Yes, sir. Get that hard knockdown. Run on in. Tries to go for the throw. Nope. Shadow X. Just playing it patiently right now. Trying to answer what Dai is doing.
Yeah.
Put some buttons
And
in the
Dai
airspace.
gets the throw bait. He can't kill here, but it's going to put him one guess away.
One small guess away.
Yeah. Even a throw will kill here. But he gets him low! And now both players are in a terrible, terrible situation. The overhead
counter
into
hit was
combo!
enough.
The meaty overhead. Shadow had also not represented that option at all, and you can see the despair. Dai burying his head there under his hands.
That top 8 spot is so... Oh, it's so tantalizing. Every player wants it so bad, and we saw Shadow here able to take it finally. But Dai, the despair, it is...
It's
you
hard.
can see it. you can see it. It's tough.
Yeah, Dai's been traveling around everywhere, and you know, I was talking to him earlier, and he said, you know, at Combo Breaker, the jet lag was, you know, it was rough for me, but now I'm on my home turf. I don't have any of those issues, so, you know, I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling good, and you just hate to see it end up like that. But, you know, ShadowX was just the better player today.
Today, yes. Who knows next time they'll meet, because these players are hungry for more, and Fatal Fury all over the world is getting so many entrants for these offline majors.
Yeah, for sure.
That not only the SNK World Championship, the Esports World Championship, or the Esports World Cup is also just any opportunities to get into those. All these players want it.
Of course, there's massive money in both of these different opportunities. The SNK World Championship, I believe, has a $1.5 million prize pool. I'm not sure if that's for all the games or Fatal Fury specifically. But then there's also the Esports World Cup has a $1 million prize pool for each game, which includes Fatal Fury. So you can get... You're not going to get the whole million. That's split among the players. But
obviously,
I believe the grand prize is $400,000, which is crazy.
And that is still life-changing amounts of money.
Yeah. Getting that from playing fighting games is crazy, especially for these players who have been, like, it's been a thing with SNK games. They don't get, you know, the same level of big circuits up until now, so it's been very much, you know, play for the love of the game kind of thing. And now you have these huge benefits available, and the SNK heads are finally gonna potentially see, you know, the fruits of their efforts being rewarded in a more tangible sense.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a joy to see so many players hungry for this as well. But we're getting into our next match here with Mystic Smash on the Ronaldo.
Yeah, and you know, he caused one of the craziest comebacks of this whole tournament earlier. Let's see how he fares against Wero Asamiya's Hotaru. Right now, they're just doing the button checks, but you know, oh man, it's looking so cool.
This matchup is gonna be interesting because last time we saw Mystic Smash, it was against another really mixed up heavy character with not a whole lot of defensive options.
Yeah.
Now he's facing up against Hotaru, who has every option.
Basically, yeah. Hotaru is a very good all-rounder who also excels above other characters in certain areas. So she can be quite hard to deal with, but at the same time, I feel like Hotaru is probably the character that you run into the most.
Yes, absolutely.
Online and such. So this should be the character that Mystic Smash has the most experience against. I would assume at least one of them. Yeah,
and I do think that. So we're probably going to see a Mystic Smash with a lot of familiarity against Hotaru. However, Wero Asamiya probably doesn't have nearly as much experience against Ronaldo. Ronaldo, a relatively rare character online, actually.
Absolutely. Ronaldo is not a very common character. He needs to get out the potential of him, you need to do these weird mix-ups and everything, and a lot of players would prefer to just, you know, go all in. So definitely a tricky character to get used to, but right now, Wero is taking the advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. Answering back with a huge amount of damage of their own. Wero Asamiya finding a small throw here as well. It's all about the guessing game right now, but Mystic Smash finds a nice opening here. Is he going to end it with a super? No, not quite. Sets up the ball.
Oh, the bait!
And that's going to be an easy 1, 2, 3, 4 from Mystic Smash.
Yeah, good stuff. So, even Hotaru's DP, which notoriously beats some safe jumps and stuff, actually can get baited by the Ronaldo setups. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, that's definitely something Mystic Smash has to lab. But now he's kind of in this spot where Asamiya is doing so much to keep Mystic Smash in the corner. Winning that early round start, huge for a character like Hotaru against someone like Ronaldo, who needs as much screen space as possible.
Yeah, for sure. And good backdash on that throw attempt, and this is going to be very scary because now Mystic Smash gets it set up, and that's going to be
not enough.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be it, but not quite.
I don't think this is over because Wero Asamiya finds a hit and is able to convert it into super, even without one round apiece.
Very good awareness there, because I wasn't actually sure the level 1 would kill, but Wero's like, no, I know, it's gonna kill.
Now, Mystic Smash wants this early hit as soon as possible. If he can get something going here.
There we go.
Takes up time.
Oh, just runs out. That's
honestly, Hotaru might run faster than Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, but this is going to be the corner. There's no running now. Oh, goes into the hidden gear even.
He was revved up really high, but now we're gonna see Ronaldo at his best with the free kick.
Absolutely. And Mystic gonna be in such a good position here.
Oh my god, I love it.
Oh, he just does another one!
Time for Chip. You gotta
Oh
rep
my
gun
goodness.
this.
And there it
Oh.
is, paying the DP and Mystic Smash up one game here against Werosamia.
Man, what a round there from Mystic Smash.
Absolutely. Good start here from Wero. Let's see if Wero can keep it up. Needs to put Mystic on the defense, I feel like, because when Mystic gets his game started, that's when Ronaldo shines, and you need to kind of stop that from happening.
Yeah, absolutely. Not only that, but yeah, it's just about getting Ronaldo on the defense, but still baiting that DP.
Yeah. And this is enough. Doesn't even need to burn bar.
Yeah, love to see it. Perfect game there.
Perfect even.
And that's what you want to see when you're rare as me. You just want to win that initial round, start, find a small hit here and there, just get started and prevent Mystic Smash from getting anything going. That's the big deal.
Absolutely. Oh, nice! Actually, possible to DP from there. What's the situation here?
That's what I was talking about. You can't really give a Ronaldo player like all the screen space that they want because they use it so well.
Gets the light confirm. Still got those.
Now, despite being in full screen,
Oh, that's
Ronaldo
big!
is still able to get his game plan going.
Oh, the
DP.
DP! Mystic Smash, one game away from getting into the top 8 here.
I like the DP there because Mystic Smash knew that even if it got blocked and baited, he wasn't gonna die from it.
Oh, that's a little bit too far. That's so unfortunate for Mystic Smash. Let's see what he can find here.
Nice DP break. Puts himself into overheat, but if he builds enough meter, in just a second, he's gonna be able to refund it all. Not quite able to. You see, Mia doing a lot of damage, going for the level 1. The damage is insane here. Just like that.
Yeah, caught him pressing something. Or at least not blocking.
Pixel, not quite. Oh my god, that reaches!
That really looked like he had the correct read and everything. And then he didn't throw out a button because, you know, oh, I don't want to get tied. And he's like, you're going to get tied anyway, bro.
We're going to character select just to get some breathing room here, which is something a lot of players do if they've been in a situation that's a little rattling or confusing in some ways. They go back to character select just to get a little bit more breathing time.
Yeah, breathing room. I think it's smart. I agree with Mr. Smash going for that.
Yeah, and as you can see, neither player changed their SPG settings either, so it was just for breathing room.
Yeah, good start here from Wero. Pushing Mr. Smash into the corner. They just defend on the overhead, but unfortunately gets tagged right after.
Oh my god, Mystic Smash deciding to jump on his wake up, knowing Werosamia was baiting something. Nice tech on that throw.
Oh, that's a huge
hit here. He's gonna be able to finish it with something nice, sets it up.
Oh, good DP.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Let's see.
Puts himself into overheat. I like the attempt, but
oh. Yeah, he was looking for a potential fireball or something to shoot through there.
Definitely wanted to snipe, and that free kick super does so much damage, man.
Yeah.
But now Mystic Smash in a huge meter disparity, and if Werosamia gets a good opener here, he's gonna be able to confirm it into so much damage, especially if he gets to keep that SPG.
Oh, that's gigantic though with the Wild Punish. Now it's Mystic on the offense instead. Wero in trouble.
Damage to boost that SPG gives you. He has put Werosamia on pixel health and is able to take that round. Now,
oh my goodness.
This is the big one. And Werosamia gets the opening hit with 2 bars of meter and SPG. Are we gonna look at the Hidden Gear Super? Absolutely, with 90% of the rev gauge getting refunded.
Yeah, Mystic Smash in a bit of trouble here, but Vero also burned all of his resources there. I mean, obviously he has a rev, but he burned a meter. So let's see what Mystic can figure out here. Just an empty jump, but that is meaty enough to be plus. Gets the counter hit. We see people get caught by that a lot. And
first time we saw that one. DP's out, whereas Mia doesn't want to stay in.
Yeah.
Neither does Mystic Smash.
Oh, the command grab?
On the wake up?
Not enough.
Brave.
Oh, but he gets him with
nice.
the light. And Mystic Smash unfortunately eliminated here. And this means we have 3 Mexican players in the top 8. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we didn't already know that Central America, Mexico in particular, are extremely good at SNK games, but they got jet lag, man, and everything. You know, I haven't seen any of these players in Sweden before. They just come here and they're like, nah, I can do it.
Nah, I'd win.
Yeah? Yeah, I'd win.
Goes to your major and says, nah, I'd win.
Yeah, for sure.
Love to see it, love to see it.
Yeah, some good stuff there from Wero Asemiya.
Unfortunately for Mystic Smash there. I want to say, though, Wero Asemiya doing Wake Up EX Command Grab is so next level on so many ways. Like, because we're at a layer that you shouldn't really think about when you're practicing the game.
Yeah.
Like, in most situations, okay, what do they do on Wake Up? They should either block, maybe they'll press a small button, or they should DP, maybe they'll jump, something like that. You never expect them to wake up command grab and kill you for it.
Yeah, no, for sure. And yeah, I mean, it was just...
It's so hard to
It's so good that it came out in the last round. You know?
Yeah.
That's
that
the
is
stuff
when you pull
save.
it out.
Yeah. And we are now going to see Score come up here against Mad KOF. It's going to be an interesting one. And that... so I was surprised about Mad KOF because I really feel like he was only playing Gato for quite some time, but we saw him play Kane earlier in the winner's bracket. I'm curious to see what's going to happen here. Is it a full switch? Like, I don't know. So we're going to see here what he picks against Score, who it was all in on Hokutomaru.
Yeah. Makes sense as well, but because Hokutomaru is as strong as they are.
Sure.
I do feel like Gato can fight Hokutomaru decently well. Gato does have access to probably one of the best high dodge blows in the entire game.
Yeah.
Because it goes very, very small ways forward, but it covers a huge area.
Yeah, for sure. So we are going to see who they pick here. It's interesting to say because they are actually close enough to each other and the netcode is good enough where I'd imagine that they've probably played a decent amount against each other online.
Very likely. Once you get into the higher ranks, the competition does get a lot tighter.
Yeah.
And it's honestly at a point where some higher level players may not actually touch ranked just to avoid having their data and play style recognized by other players.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I do feel like there's probably been some exchange here at least. Very common to see Korean and Japanese players exchange matches, information, especially like across the board for many games because the netcode in general has leveled up, right? In the last 5 years, you know, Guilty Gear Strive was kind of the progenitor of really good netcode for a mainstream audience because Killer Instinct was the actual first game with super good netcode, but it was locked on the Xbox One for a long time, which wasn't a common console over here.
No, it was not, and even less so in the Asian regions.
Yeah, of course, much less so there.
Yeah.
So after Guilty Gear Strive, I feel like all the developers have kind of been forced to step it up a bit, and it's been good to see because I think Street Fighter 6 is probably the best netcode around, and that's the standard that companies need to live up to now, and I'm happy to see it. There was some issues in the beta with Fatal Fury, but the actual game has a really good netcode.
Yeah, we're probably seeing the kind pick here.
It does look like it, yeah. So maybe Matt KF did a full switch. Because I'm positive he played Gato before.
Yeah.
Not here, but I mean earlier tournaments.
Yeah. And I mean, Gato is a common enough character in general high-level play that it's good to just know him. Know
For sure, yeah.
them. That is something you will see a lot of really strong players do. It's they'll pick up a top tier for a week, maybe 2 weeks, just to get to know them a lot better, know what situations they really dislike being in with that character.
Yeah, exactly. It might just be that Matt KOF found that okay, but I don't feel like Gato can handle these situations to a degree that I'm comfortable with. So maybe Kine will fit me better just because I can hang back in this particular pressure situation or anything like that, right? Because, I mean, again, the general consensus is that Kine is top 2. And no matter how good you think Gato is, I don't think anyone's going to place him above Kine.
No, probably not. He is up there. He does share a lot of similarities with someone like Mako.
Yeah.
But Kine is just able to take the space in such a good regard.
Yeah. So here we go. Score versus MadKOF to try and get into the top 8 on
We're
loser
already
side.
seeing MadKOF playing this matchup very well just by pressing buttons on shurikens.
Yeah. It's really fun to see that people are just used to it. Like, nah, I'm just not going to let them interact with me. But, I mean, there has to be another layer on top of that, right?
Kine access to one of the biggest replos in the entire game, able to cover the entire screen in such a short period of time. So the super, you might think that's a waste, but the situation afterwards is certainly worth it.
Yeah, it's all a resource, you know. If you feel like it's worth it to potentially miss out on some guaranteed damage later, then try and set up that situation, you know. Yeah, do it.
Now we're playing a little bit more of a patient game. Both players have access to their SPG, so they know going in is a little bit risky. Score has access to a lot of meter as well, so even a small hit here is going to be able to confirm into a super and change the next situation into a pixel situation.
Yeah, just goes
Never
into
mind, he
bidding
spends all of it. He wants that round.
Yeah, and I think it's smart because if you're able to build 2 bars in round 1, might as well spend it because you're really good at building meter, clearly.
Yeah, clearly. And it's smart. The way you build meter most effectively is just by doing normal special moves. Each special move does not grant you any meter whatsoever. But yeah, just doing... Oh, this looks like it's gonna hurt.
Definitely gets a good situation after this as well, but doesn't lead to anything. See if Score has anything to put up against. Yeah, okay, these sure. He was
MadKOF.
he was just defending all of those before. Now he's getting hit by them.
Yeah. Going back to it, I think he went very aggressive just for a moment there,
Yeah.
and now calming himself down, saying, okay, no, take it easy, just wait for Score to make a mistake in his offense and capitalize on it.
Okay, there's the throw. SPG now gone from MadKOF. Score putting on the pressure, just going in with another throw.
Wants that defense so badly, but...
Okay.
Zero frame
he
super!
catches him! Score! Going up 1 game here. And you can see the divider there next to Score's stick to make sure nobody looks at the inputs. I love it.
But yeah, that zero frame super, that is specifically for that situation.
Yeah.
Where it's so fast, it's so difficult to see coming. And the Kine player is definitely not ready for it in that.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, actually not able to throw there. Maybe he was still in block stun.
Yeah, definitely. He did punch out the red blow.
Okay, Score now on the back foot, but this is going to be a situation. And that's a massive counter hit. What is Score going to do from here? Is he going to go all the way? Yeah, he is. And this Oki situation could put him on match point.
Throws or just some small buttons is all he needs. Using that super again just to establish some screen presence. Maybe get a mix-up going.
Okay.
Not quite enough to get the juggle. But a small hit here. Once again, MadKOF so close to finding it. But Score with some nice spacing there, pushing him back with blocks.
Yeah, massive damage, like mental damage.
So
from that.
smart for
Because
Score.
MadKOF has tried so many different approaches now, and Score just shuts them all down before he can even get a round out of them.
Yeah. That orb putting on some pressure, and Score knows he can't press there. That's super. Just pushing Score closer to the corner, but not gonna be able to capitalize on that pushing.
There's the throw. What's next for Score? Okay, catches the backdash with no conversion.
MadKOF just struggling to find a good opening here.
Yeah, it's very rough for MadKOF.
Yeah, there's a super pixel health, time to guess for life.
And there it is, Score just completely dismantling MadKOF there.
Yeah,
very impressive.
Absolutely, yeah. That is, yeah, it's just one of those times where one player decides, okay, I'm just gonna react to what you're doing.
Yeah.
And the other player immediately starts layering on the offense, making you second guess every reaction you would normally have.
Yeah.
And Hokutomaru is the best at that, just because of his air stalls, his ability to move around on the screen. His dash speed is really high, his run speed is really high. His buttons go a decent length, and he's just able to contest the small spaces that you kind of want to be at.
Yeah, for sure. As long as you can make sure that you don't end up on the defense, that's where Hokutomaru thrives.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to bring attention away from the matches earlier, but I noticed we have a starting matchup coming up, and it's going to be our last matchup today. The final match for top 8 is Justin Wong versus Marn.
Oh my god.
For old heads in the FGC, they're probably familiar seeing this matchup in different games, not this one.
Yeah, this not only does the characters have a lot of matchups in like the lore of each single game, I think the players have a longer history than the actual games of them playing against each other.
Yeah, I mean, Marn and Justin Wong, you know, they've been playing for so long. I don't even know where it started, but they're such like figureheads of the FGC going way back. And again, I was talking to Justin yesterday, and he was saying, you know, yeah, Marn's the reason I came here, because, you know, he told me to come. So let's see if that decision ends up biting him in the ass, you know.
Yeah, I would hate to be Marn if he loses to Justin. Bringing his good friend over here, only for his friend to snatch his opportunity for not only a SNK World Championship spot, but also an EWC Championship spot.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you couldn't write stuff like this. It's too perfect.
The stars align for this kind of matchup to happen. But
yeah, it's just what it is. And worth noting that Marn actually plays a ton of different characters. He's been using Hokutomaru in the tournament exclusively, as far as I've seen. But, you know, when it comes down to a player matchup like this, he might bring something else out. And he does. He brings out the Fox Reaper. Let's see. It looks like a real match.
Yeah, this is real. This is
so
real.
He's bringing out the Vox here, a character we haven't seen at all.
A Vox character that had a lot of presence in the free betas.
Yeah.
But now a character that has received a quite amount of balance adjustments. Not as high up on the tier list anymore, but don't sleep on Vox, man. Vox has access to some really annoyingly long normals and some exceedingly annoying pressure spots where his Lariat, while relatively slow, is +3 on block, and that kind of situation is tough.
Yeah, for sure. But right now, it's looking like Justin is getting the perfect pressure here against Marn, even putting him in overheat. Let's see what... There has to be a reason for this pick, right? So let's see what it is Marn sees.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perhaps Marn and Justin has already played each other a lot in this game, and Marn feels that Vox is a good pick because Justin might not have experience against it, but Justin just piling on offense against Marn right now.
Yeah, that was a pretty dominant run from Justin, but let's see what Marn can figure out. Good counter poke there from Justin, throwing the button out just in case he's moving forward, which he was. In the corner position here.
Using super right there does basically put Marn into a two-touch situation where if Justin gets a decent heavy, a C or a D button, and is able to confirm it, he should be able to kill just like that.
Yeah, this should be death. I'm pretty sure.
Are we gonna see a character select?
Yeah, okay, it does.
Don't
I think it might be a character select. We'll see here, unless Marn...
Yep.
Okay, Marn does go to character select. Is it going to be Hokutomaru or something completely different?
Yeah, we're going to Hokutomaru.
Marco! Okay.
I did see...
Signs up.
I did see Marn practicing some Marco earlier yesterday.
I think Marn basically plays the entire cast. I've seen him play so many different characters. I was just seeing him play Terry, so I was even surprised when I came here and I saw him on Hokutomaru. And then, you know, watching him throughout the weekend, like in casuals and stuff, you start to realize, man, he plays the whole game.
Yeah, and I love Marco as a character in this game because Marco is one of the best at forcing guessing situations after almost every single knockdown. It is so important for Marco to have SPG just because it allows him to end in ref blows, which secures that hard knockdown that Marco needs.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is looking hard here. But there, bold DP from Marn. And that is massive. Oh, unfortunately
A
does
little
not
bit of
get the
character and
conversion.
experience coming in there. Marn, not a whole lot of practice on Marco, just enough to like know the character.
He heard you, man. He heard you, and he said, no,
Perhaps.
look at this.
Let's see. Pressing some chops
Yeah.
on the mid-screen. Not pressing a fireball either of these characters, because Justin knows that if he presses fireball, Marn will blow him up for it, even
Yeah,
on
it's
full screen.
definitely
Only
possible.
on whiffs.
Ooh, there you go. The command grab coming through here for Justin. Gonna be able to put himself on match point. This might be the final round of Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves today.
Yeah, let's see. Red blow in. And it's -2, but Justin respects it.
Good throw from Marn. And that's the
Overhead.
overhead meaty.
Ending it. No, didn't go for the red blow. There's
Okay,
the
beautiful
high-low.
stuff here. Gets a lot of damage. Not gonna get him out of SPG, but gets the meaty over it. Unfortunately, not getting the full combo.
-2. Justin
Nice.
takes his turn, but Marn answers back with the red blow. Needs that one hit. Red blow
too
tries
far.
to make it happen. Not gonna happen yet. Justin Wong looking for any small hit here to get his pressure started. Marn needs to close it out.
Nice.
EP finds it.
Good stuff there from Marn. And Marn definitely showing signs of life here. Might be able to tie it up in a 1-1 situation. Let's see what Justin's gonna respond with.
Nice. I love the way that Justin is just positioning himself right now. Walking back whenever he can. And there's a big punish opportunity. Nice spacing there from Justin Wong.
I was afraid that he was putting himself in the corner, but that was actually like the plan all along. It was just to get out and put you in the corner. Oh, Marn in such trouble now. I don't think Justin
Guess for
can kill.
game. Any second, Justin Wong is going to get a hit. And Hotar will definitely be able to convert it into a Superman kill.
Oh,
And there it
beautiful, and that
is!
should be the end here. Can Justin close it out? It looks like it, even with the scaling, and that
Yes,
is it.
sir.
Unfortunate for Marn going home here in 9th place, but we are going to have Justin Wong in top 8 tomorrow.
What a top 8 we're going to be looking at tomorrow, man.
Yeah, let's have a look at those matchups. We actually only have one European player in there, and it's not the one people would have expected, because I think if you ask someone before, like, oh, I've seen the future, there's one European player in the top 8, who do you think it is? They would have said Die, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
Mystic Smash, but it's Leffen.
Yeah. And-
Early game, early game meta Leffen is probably the strongest player in Europe in any game.
As we have seen multiple times, not
Yeah.
only in Guilty Gear Strive, but also in like Dragon Ball Fighters, one
Of
of the
course,
most
yeah.
legendary matchups, Leffen versus Goichi in Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's not about Leffen like abusing early stuff or anything like that. It's Leffen is really, really strong in a game as long as it's keeping his attention.
Yeah.
And that's why early on, there's a lot to discover, there's a lot to find, there's a lot of players to play against, so it keeps his attention. And yeah, so we are gonna see tomorrow in the top 8, we are gonna have on winner's side Dave O up against Dark Angel, so USA versus Mexico in that one, which is really cool. On the other side, we are gonna have ET against Leffen, who we were just talking about. So
Yeah.
that's Taiwan versus Sweden. So hometown hero here for Leffen. And then in loser side, Justin Wong against Score. Two legends from
that's a
totally
good
different
one.
games. And then finally, actually a Mexico versus Mexico matchup. You gotta believe they've trained a lot with each other. They're
Yeah.
both seasoned SNK players. Both have tons of KOF results to their names. Rero Asamiya against Shadow X.
Yeah. And these players will be competing for the EWC spot and the SWC spot.
Yes.
Both amazing opportunities for any of these players to get. Lots of prize pools on the money, lots of stuff on the line. Fame, money, anything you could want.
Absolutely. And, you know, most importantly, we know they're all playing for the love of the game. All the other stuff, that's great. But a lot of these players, they would be playing anyway, right? It's the love of the game, and you love to see it. And I'm just really happy to see such a high variety of a top 8 here. And I mean, who could have thought we'd have these names at Headstomper, man?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm really happy about it. So yeah, I mean, thanks everyone for tuning in. I believe that this stream is going to shift over to the top 8 of Granblue Fantasy versus Rising
Yes.
after this. With shout outs to my boy Svampen, who is in loser side at that. So, you know,
Oh,
best of
let's
luck,
go, let's go.
Svampen.
I'm really excited for Street Fighter as well. I know a lot of my friends are in there as well. Kvido, Thunderbear, a lot of household names from there.
Ixion and Rotbar are in there as well. All right, so before we head out, should give a shout out to Malmö Games Week, collaborators with Headstomper, and of course the AOC monitors that we have here.
Yeah. And really impressive monitors. I have not heard a single player complain about these monitors.
Honestly,
monitors
I was playing in the Third Strike tournament earlier. I played better than I ever have. I think the monitors buff you.
Yeah.
I really do.
They do say they have only a millisecond of reaction time on these monitors.
Yeah.
So you might play like in these fighting games. It is a matter of milliseconds, frames.
Yeah, because look, I thought I was free in Third Strike, but apparently I'm slightly less free than I thought.
Yeah, you
That's
just needed a better
cool.
monitor.
That's
you
pretty
just gotta
cool.
look them up.
So if you're really good at a fighting game, or you want to get really good at a fighting game, this might take you to the next level. It got me to 9th place in Third Strike, you know, so come on. That's got to be something.
That's AOC monitors.
Absolutely. I believe it's going to be you and me on the top 8 commentary as well.
I do believe that
for
as
Fatal
well.
Fury. Perfect. So see you guys tomorrow. If you enjoyed the commentary, you know, give us a shout out on Twitter or whatever. Or X. Sorry, it's X now. And whatever the case, see you tomorrow for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves top 8. I believe next up is Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. A lot of great players in that. A lot of great commentators in that. And yeah, thank you to everyone from all of us here at Headstomper here in Malmö, Sweden. Stay tuned.
This is the Esports World Cup 2025, and it just got bigger. Over 2,000 players from more than 200 clubs will battle it out in the ultimate test of skill, strategy, and endurance. With a life-changing prize pool of over $70 million on the line, the stakes have never been higher.
But only one victor into the grand finals.
The prize money will be distributed across the main event, MVP awards, and the qualifiers. And on top of that, an additional $25 million is up for grabs in the cross-game competition, Club Championship. The week of July 7th, the action kicks off with 7 weeks of intense competition. The world's top esports clubs will go head-to-head across 24 of the biggest games in esports.
Savage into Leona, but that's amazing.
Every match, every moment, every play brings us closer to one question. Who will rise above the rest?
They will march on to the semifinals.
Every club will be looking to challenge the 2024 title holders, Team Falcons.
Club champions.
At the end, the club champions will be crowned.
Breakthrough dream for the Esports World Cup.
Here's what it takes to come out on top. Each club can compete in all 25 tournaments to earn points and climb the club championship leaderboard. The more points a club accumulates by the end of the tournament, the higher its ranking. The club with the most points wins the EWC and is crowned the best esports club in the world, taking home $5 million. But this isn't just a competition. The Esports World Cup will transform Riyadh into the largest gaming festival ever. Esports fandom meets gaming culture, offering visitors immersive experiences across more than 50,000 square meters. This will be a true celebration of everything that makes gaming great. The world will be watching. Be there. Witness the action. See you in Riyadh.